Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Cod and Two Minds podcast.
What's really going on, people? Welcome to the podcast, Cod and Two Minds. It's your boy E. Marshall, flying solo once again. God willing, next week I will have my co-host Fitty Mac, aka at Guna Rush. He will be joining me again. Whoa, let's get right to it. We lose 2-1 to away to Watford. Troy, big face, Deeney with the game winner. It was a complete mess. The whole game was a complete mess. Let's just go ahead and discuss the lineup. Yeah, we're going to make this, this is going to be a quick podcast. Yeah. So, with the lineups, there was no Ozil. He was on the bench, looking real dainty, I might add, with the blonde streaks and that docile come hither look. And Welbeck was back, and Per got to start. No Mustafi, and bless Koscielny's heart. He is, clearly on his last leg, and I'm not going to even get on Wenger right now as far as the transfer market and and not having a team ready, all that shit. But, it's rearing its ugly head, not having anything done. If you're a big club, then you need to have a substantial size. What am I trying to say? You need to have enough players who you can trust to play in any situation. A big club with lots of good players on it. That's what a big club is. Man. Yeah. When they lose a game like that, it brings me back. I get back, Let's see. And no Alexis, which is, completely understandable. He flew all the way to South America. And Chile shit the bed. He won't be going to the World Cup. He gave his heart. He played his ass off. But I don't know. Is it just me? But I don't really care if he's going to the World Cup or not. I really don't. I don't know. Even if he was going to stay on my team, I still don't care. But I'm a jerk. And so I wasn't really tripping off the lineup. I thought maybe Jack would play because, he wasn't away on international break. He would have been fully rested. But as far as the first half, the action, man, what can you say? It was just nothing really going on. The speed of the Premiership still looks too fast for Xhaka. A lot of misplaced passes. And Wenger is really, really gambling. If, I don't know what he thinks he can get out of El Nini and Xhaka together. And that's why I thought Jack Wilshere would have played next to one of them. Xhaka's done. I'm jumping the gun here, but if you go back and watch the last goal, he was exhausted. The whole team was exhausted. Coming into the game, if if I had said, international breaks getting ready to come up, we just kind of got a little form, we got our feet wet as far as playing better. But hey, the international break's coming. A lot of our players are going to go away and play in huge, crucial games. And when we come back, we're going to be away to dirty-ass Watford. If I had said that coming into the game, all of us would have started cracking the jokes. Oh, gosh, I bet your players come back all hurt. Oh, wow, it's going to be a rough game. I don't think, when we knew what to expect coming into this game. But we forgot. I'm looking on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, everywhere, reading blogs, and everybody's just outraged at the way we lost the game. But seriously, people, we've seen this team lose a lot of games in a much worse fashion than that. The one that comes back to me, any of you Arsenal fans, if you remember the Ibue penalty, I don't know. I think we were playing against Tony Pulis' Stoke, and he got a penalty like in the 6th minute, and his was more of a penalty than Bellerin's, because Bellerin's was, I mean, really, that was. Let me ask you guys this: did Ozil's miss change the game, or did Bellerin's penalty? Now that sounds like a weird question, but the reason why I asked it, because I read something on Twitter. I gotta give this guy credit. These fools with these weird names, you know what I mean? At Denny _Suko. But yeah, he tweeted. This poor guy, he tweeted this and he just got hammered. But here it is. Ozil came on and did what none else had done. Set up Iwobi brilliantly, almost scored himself, and still gets the blame for the loss. Crazy. That's a weird tweet, huh? Like, still gets the blame for the loss. I don't know. It's not like Ozil's running around hammering in fucking goals left and right. You know what I mean? When he's one-on-one with a goalie, I'm kind of like, ooh, I hope his bitch ass don't choke. Or I hope he doesn't try to make a fancy pass to somebody. But, come on. At least he put it on target. The ref blew the game for us. And then at the end, we were just exhausted. Go back and watch Xhaka. He is just standing there and he watches Pork Chop Dini, Pot Roast Dini, kick in the game-winning goal. But, it's not his fault. Squad was exhausted, a lot of travel, and we always come back and shit the bed like this. We always do. Don't fall for it. Don't get all angry, Coming into the season, I don't know if any of you guys are watching Ray Donovan, but if you're not watching Ray Donovan, you're missing out. Quality show. But those of you who watch it, you'll get my reference. I watch all Arsenal games like Ray Donovan this year. I just got that face and I'm just kind of looking, I'm sad. I'm just, bitter. But at the same time, that's my team. I get up early and I got to watch them. But I'm not really expecting anything this year. You can really tell we had no energy based on Blockhead, Kolasinac. You know, he looked tired, no energy. Didn't really get, the whole team didn't get anything going. And what the game really showed me is that without Ozil and Sanchez in the lineup, there's absolutely no creativity in the squad. And when Ozil came in, there was a spark. He missed a goal. And, we didn't finish out the game. Maybe he should have took maybe one more touch and got a little closer and shot. But, he's so fucking cool and lackadaisical and dainty. You know what I mean? It's just a style. I should give him a break, huh? Anyway, let's see here. I wanted to say something about Iwobi. Oh, wow. Look at him go. Look at those feet. Look at those runs. Here comes the final ball. Here comes a good decision. Nope. He's just like the others. He looked great, flying all over the pitch, kind of bossing the game, but the final ball was not there. And, I just think it's just, somebody needs to sit him down and just be like, you look like you want to go for it. Go for it. Don't hold back. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to get angry. Just fucking go for it. I want you to imitate Alexis Sanchez today. Just go for it. Let me see what you do. And Bellerin, you do the same thing. Come on, just go for it. You seem like you're in the mood. You're fast and you're doing all kind of shit. Come on, just go for it. But, yeah. And Bellerin, he looks like, I don't know if I should say this. I'll just say it. But he looks like one of those Puerto Rican fitness models that I follow on Instagram for inspiration. Anyway, I'm sorry I said that. He should cut his hair and stop putting on lipstick, Come on, and blush and shit. And get a tan, You're Spanish. All the talent in the world. Just playing with his hair. Nothing crazy after the game. Wenger just kind of basically talked about the penalty. He, same old. What can he say? I didn't buy enough players. I don't have enough center backs. What? What do you want from me? El Nini's my guy this year. All of a sudden. Like what? But there was an interesting quote after the game, and it was from Per. Yes. It wasn't nothing too crazy. He didn't hammer on anybody or go off about the tactics or Wenger or anything like that. But he did mention he said Troy Deeney smelled like pork products. That's what he said. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but, he looks like he does. Old pork chop. Anyway. I got nothing else. That was a terrible game. Per with a great header. We scored on a corner. Only good thing Xhaka did. Who else? Before I move on for that shitstorm. Yeah. Just one of those games. We got Everton next. They're probably in the worst form out of anybody, but they're playing us. So We'll see how they do. Yeah, that's the running joke everywhere. See, there's all kind of jokes like that about this team. Oh gosh, they're in bad form. Here we come. They're going to play us. They'll probably beat us, you know? Those are some of those Arsenal jokes that we hear from everybody. That would be one of them. Just like the international break, you know, players are going to come back crocked, you know? It's frustrating. Losing my mind behind this fucking team. Man City put up 7. Put up 7 without Aguero after an international break. Can you believe that shit? And Man U went to Anfield and what a buzzkill, you know? I actually got up for that game and then I thought, wait a minute. Mourinho? Away? Big game? Oh, he's a pussy. He's not going to try to win that game. I went back to sleep. And that'll do it. That's going to do it for today. I talked about Blockhead. I talked about Bellerin. Looking like some Puerto Rican bird I'm following on Instagram. Iwobi. Yeah. We're good. Appreciate you guys hanging in there with me solo without my ace homie, Fitty Mac. He will be back next week. Boom. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Drop us an email at citmpodcast@gmail.com. Damn, I don't even know how to do it. Anyway. And you can hit me up on Twitter at eMarsho, EMARSHO. And you can hit Fitty Mac at Gunnar Rush. And the show's Twitter is CITM Podcast, at CITM Podcast. Drop us a line, you know. Interact. Share some stories. Give us some ideas. A little feedback. Tell me I'm dog shit. Tell me. Anyway, you guys have been wonderful. Good night.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review the show. All feedback is much appreciated. If you would like to contact the show, drop us an email at citmpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcast, at Gunnar Rush, and at eMarshall. That's EMARSHO. The music in this podcast has been provided by Statics. If you like what you hear, be sure to check them out at staticsentertainment.com and follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.